So what would Kris do with all of this news on the coronavirus? I would visit my favorite person that, is super calm during these times. And she practices Oriental medicine, the one and only Banya Lim. Banya, crazy times, right?
It is.
And yet there's a lot of misinformation and a lot of panic and a lot of anxiety. So we're here today to talk to you about the coronavirus from an Oriental medicine point of view.
Yes. I get so many panicking emails and phone calls from my clients. A lot of people are falling into fear
Correct.
about this. And whatever unit energy you have, I believe we have to use to be more proactive about taking care of ourselves. And there are so many things that you can do, and also easily that you can do for yourself. Regarding the coronavirus, I want to be able to address 3 aspects. One is how to strengthen our immune system. Second, how to strengthen our digestion, which is very important. And third is how to manage our inflammation. As far as increasing or strengthening immune system, there's so many things you can do. You can take vitamin, magnesium, hydrating yourself. And also there are some acupressure points that you can actually administer for yourself and to your loved ones around you. So there's 3 simple acupressure points. If you have enough time, I will share with you.
Yes, that'd be great.
Yes. The second part of digestion, why that's important in regarding the immune system and also creating balance is that in Oriental medicine, lungs and larger intestines are paired as yin and yang. So by improving and strengthening your digestion, actually you are also strengthening your respiratory system. Just because you get to get rid of a lot of things in your lung issue, if you don't address the stuff going on in your digestion, especially small intestine and that large intestines, your lungs will have a tendency to go back to its original way, an old way. One of the way to strengthening your digestive system is really having good diet. I don't think I have to educate people on how to eat healthy,
Right.
Because I feel like people are very much well informed about what to eat, what not to eat. It's about the discipline most of the time.
Right.
Aside from that, digestion, we cannot overlook the power of fermented food.
Right.
And hydration. Briefly, I'll talk to you and a few other people about how some of the countries in Asia got to tackle this different forms of a flu and viruses just by having good diet. Fermented food can be many different things, kombucha tea,
Right.
fermented cabbages and kimchi,
Yeah.
all kinds of things. Those things really help strengthening the digestion but also boosting the immune system at the same time. One of the very simple things you can do at home, if there's nothing available, you can just use ginger, lemon, or lime, and honey.
Okay.
And if you don't have any of this, you could just use one of them. You can make it into tea. But as far as the ginger goes, you have to dry them because when it's fresh, it works more for the digestion. But when it's dry, it actually works more for the lungs,
Okay.
respiratory system. So what you can do is buy fresh ginger, slice them, dry completely, and make it into tea. And if the teas are too bitter, you can add honey and things like that.
Okay.
Okay. Information. Whatever the information that's out there, whatever you take, it becomes part of you. I'm sure you know that. And if it's negative information, it becomes negative energy within you. So I just want people to be aware of what information they get exposed to and what information they decide to accept as a truth. I want people to be really aware of what's going on. It doesn't mean that you should be gullible and naive about what's going on and shut off all the news and things like that. But if it make you fall into fear, that's something that we have to really just stop and look what we are looking at.
I talked to a woman today. She called me and I reminded her. I said, Isaac Newton, in 1665, the plague of London hit Cambridge University. He couldn't go to work. And in that time, he invented calculus. So this is the time we can actually think through what could we do better, how can we approach our businesses different, and not give up on who we are or our great minds. And there's great opportunity as well here. Behind every negative, there's always a silver lining.
I believe that so truly, and I'm glad you addressed that.
Absolutely.
My brother this morning mentioned about like, this is like one thing that like as a humanity experiencing, you know, each continent, each country is experiencing, you know, sometimes a certain winning of Olympic game, one country is winning and other country is losing, whatever that might be. But right now we are all experiencing this together. And some level, I feel more deeper connection with the people, even beyond United States. We are in this together, and like you say, in a great adversity, great strength and innovation can come out. And I really want us to utilize this time to come together, because I believe that our biggest illusion is sense of separation.
Right.
And through that, I hope we can be able to see that we are all truly connected, and I dare to say we're all one.
We are one.
Yeah. So first point is right here, putting your thumb and index finger together, and that's the most puffy point on your hand, and both the channel or meridian runs bilaterally. So when you do the acupressure, so you have to do on the other side as well. Like that. The second one is lung 7. When you put your hands like this, where index finger falls, not the outside but the palm side, right below the bone. That's the lung point.
Oh wow. Okay.
And since there is a level of fear and even level of sadness as a whole that's going on, it seems like a lot of people, all these points are tender, which means we all need to open this up and work on it. The third one is when you put your palm in the middle of the chest on the elbow at the end of the crease in the elbow, that's the point. It's the large intestine 11. So just these 3, but make sure to do it on both sides.
Both sides.
Yes.
Okay.
And how you do the acupressure, just gently press in, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. And you can do it about 5 counts, and 5 times for each one.
Cool.
Would be good, about 2 or 3 times a day.
Fantastic. This has been great, Banya. We appreciate your time. Check her out, pinonacupuncture.com. That's Pinon, acupuncture.com. Thanks, Banya.